Yan. So in this video, we will talk about the tale of the tape between LA Lakers and Miami. So check natin ha. So this is from well, some website, winnersandwhiners.com. Pinapakita dito yung mga odds for and against Lakers. Well, of course, Heat. Alam naman nila in the US, they always have odds. They have bettings and all that. So I think what they are talking about here in this website is that how come Lakers is heavily favored when they should not be. Let's look at it. So and so without further ado, so in this video we'll talk about predictions, our predictions for the Lakers and Miami finals. Yan. So ito yung in reality, hindi naman talaga, it doesn't really come down to the metrics. But we'll look at it not per se, not on the metric itself, but how they play out in the game. Okay? So first of all, points per game. Anong points per game? Well, siyempre offense play. So offense, lamang si Lakers, 113.9 versus 112.2. However, una lamang, hindi naman ganun kadami. The difference is just about 1.7, so just a basket. So for me, it's not Lakers clearly. So Lakers slightly, so I would put this as even. So points per game, which is offense, para sa akin even to. Points allowed per game would be defense, and they're both, in a way, loose. Kasi number 17 si Lakers, Miami number 19. And they allow 106 for Lakers, 107. So again, 1 point. Again, hindi to clear victory on both any of the sides. Still, it's an even matchup when you look at defense. Now, on the field goals attempted per game, again, not clear again whose side is clearly winning, because they both attempted, in terms of average, they attempted almost equally. In fact, if you look at the rank, Lakers ranked number 12, while Miami ranked number 13. Right? Field goal percentage. Yan, dito lamang si Lakers, and I think we would have to put this into the Lakers here, Lakers camp. Field goal percentage important, because if you, no matter how many field goals you attempt, if it doesn't go in, then you have a problem. Clearly, yung mga setup ng game, mga right assists, yun yung nagko-contribute with field goal percentage. So here, I would put Lakers as a clear winner. So Lakers 1, Miami 0. 3 points attempt, mas madami si Miami, 37 versus 31. But it doesn't really matter yung 3 points attempt. Because if you will look at it, 3-point attempts is okay, it's good as long as your attempts are going in. So in this case, if you will look at 3-point percent field goal, 35.73, 35.49, not much of a difference. In fact, number 11 si Miami, number 12 si LA. Again, for me, 3-point attempts per game, if you are a clear winner there, kasi number 7 si Miami, number 14 as Lakers, it only means that you are not setting up properly. That's why you resort to outside shooting. Okay din naman, it's okay as long as, again, if it's going in. Like for example, you have Curry. Well, in the case of Miami, they have good shooters then. 35% means 1 out of 3, right? More than 1 out of 3 ang kanilang shoot. So let's see how that plays out. I think for me, it's still even. Kung maglamang man si Miami dito, very, very slightly. Free throws per game, okay, so lamang si Miami Heat dito. They get fouled a lot more. But only, well, hindi naman lot more kasi 3 points lang. And also, free throw percentage, they're number 2. So they are fouled a lot, and they also shoot the free throw better. 82%, 74%. Sometimes yung difference ng percentage in the free throw is a deciding factor, lalo na in close games. So we would have to give this to Miami. So ito clear na 1-all. 1 Lakers, 1 Miami. Assist per game, dito, lamang si Lakers, but you cannot discount Miami because Miami is also number 3. So 25.87 versus 25.13. We all know how yung setting up of play is working out for Lakers. You have LeBron there, you have Rondo, But on the other hand, Miami, they also have good setups. In fact, you cannot discount them because they're also among the top, number 3. If Lakers is winning in this battle, it would be just a slight advantage. Kasi nga, Miami also passed the ball right. Offensive rebounds, ayan, I would have to put this to Lakers. Although the difference is 2, but 2 means 4 points. Diba? Now if you get fouled, then that's easily 5 or even 6 points. Offensive rebounds per game, we have some good rebounders in the Lakers camp. Okay, so you can see, in fact, hindi naman masyado si Davis no, si AD. Andyan pa si Howard, and even LeBron is also doing his share of rebounds. So offensive rebounds is playing an important factor. So it would have to go to the Lakers. So 2 Lakers, 1 Miami. Defensive rebounds per game, okay lamang si Miami, but defensive rebounds 34-23. This plays out well, especially with respect to the field goal percentages. Kung mataas ang field goal percentages ng kalaban, then usually you don't have a lot of rebounds. Like, did we forget field goal percentage? Field goal percentage is 1. Yes. Yeah. So 2-1, right? Dito defensive rebound, not really clear indicator of side winning. Total rebounds, pa si Lakers 8, but this is just 1. So again, cancels out. Not really deciding factor. Steals per game, again, very close game, but this has to go to the Lakers side. Kasi 8.53, 7.47, that's about 1.1 steal more a game, and that easily accounts to a basket. And in close games like this, a basket spells a lot of difference. So this has to go to the Lakers side. And that's 3 Lakers, 1 Miami. Now for blocks per game, again this goes to the Lakers, 1.6 more block. In fact, they're the leading team in the NBA for blocks per game, 5.73 versus 4 on the other side. So 1.6 more blocks a game. If you convert that to just a basket, that's about 3.2 points na nawala sa kalaban. Alright, so that's defensive stop, and that clearly goes to the Lakers side. So ang score natin is 4-1. So look at the starters. We have LeBron James for forward, Anthony Davis, Danny Green, Dwight Howard, and then KCP. On the other hand, we have Dragic, of course, Dragic and Duncan Robinson on guard, Jimmy Butler and Jay Crowder, and then Bam Adebayo for center. Hindi natin yung mga injuries noon. Not much. We have sa Miami, nothing really. For Lakers, we have a lot. Meron tayo si Avery Bradley. Of course, Bradley will sit out for the remainder of the season. Well, wala na to, June 24. Alex Caruso expected to play against the Heat in Game 1. Meron siyang sore right wrist. Okay, Alex Caruso is also playing very well. In fact, off the bench, he scores a lot. So this should not be a problem. But let's see what happens. For Anthony Davis, but Davis is battling a right heel contusion. Okay, but he is likely to suit up against the Heat in Game 1. Danny Green also, finger. And even LeBron James, sore right groin. And Dion Waiters, left groin. Although hindi naman siya naglalaro si Dion Waiters. Recent meetings, the last one was in December of 2019, where Lakers won 110. Okay. So November naman, Lakers pa rin nanalo. December 2018, Lakers. So you can see that the Lakers are heavily favorite here. So I would think first game one, I think it would be Lakers, and even game two. So my prediction, my bold prediction would be 4-2 Lakers. Ang negative lang would be uh, the injuries. If it gets worse, then that would play out bad for the Lakers. So yung first two games would be tremendously important. If Lakers wins 2 games in a row, then it would probably be 4-2 or 4-1. Yeah, that's my bold prediction. Would be the MVP in the finals. I still think it will be LeBron James. Although Anthony J. Davis is really playing very well. Yeah, but I think it's supposed to be LeBron James. So that's it. That's it for my prediction, our prediction on the Lakers and Miami finals in NBA. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm a Lakers fan, of course, obviously. But I think Miami is also a good team. So there's always a chance for the lesser of the two teams to win and score an upset, especially when injury plays out. But if it's not for injury or any untoward incident, then it will be Lakers, I think. Even if you factor in teamwork, I think for teamwork, Miami is more cohesive. Is it more cohesive as a team? I've seen them play once, and I know that they've been together for a longer period of time. Or is that the case? Or yeah, I think so, because Lakers personnel are from different teams. But the LeBron factor, would be too tough for them to handle. LeBron knows his teammates well, knows how to play the ball, to pass the ball. If LeBron is not playing, there would be Rondo, who's also equally good. I mean, in terms of spotting his teammates, the Rajon Rondo, Dwight Howard team up is turning out to be very good for Lakers. I think Howard is now bent on his first championship ring, I think. And for me, it will still be Lakers. Either 4-1 or 4-2, but probably 4-2. That's it. Bye.